today's session, we are going to see two things. What is how to create calculated field and how to create what is blending. Okay. So we have seen relationships and we have seen unions. So what's the difference between two? What is relationships and what is union? What do you think? I'm going to give you one scenario. Let's say I have A, column number A, column B, column C in T1 database. That is the sheet basically. And in T2, I have D, E, C. So in this case, what should I do? Join or union? Okay. So for joins, that's one thing is clear. For join, we need at least one column should be, common between both the tables.
Yeah.
Okay. Clear. Now, if I have A, B, C and A, B, C, then
In that case, we will.
both the things are clear, right? Okay.
Okay.
So we end up getting data in the form of tabular form, structure form. So sometimes we are getting data like tables properly, but sometimes let's say I'm getting profit. Let's not say, okay, let's say I'm having column called what you came maybe order of date. So I have date, but I wanted to use age in my visualization. So age is not present in my data. So I need to create another column in my data and calculate age using order of date. Getting it what I'm doing? Age is not there, so I wanted to create my own column. That column is known as calculated field. That field is known as what? Calculated field. So I am calculating, I am just putting input in that field using existing column. So what I'm doing, what I'm going to do, my year of order of let's say maybe the date of birth is there, and I wanted to calculate age. So age will be current year minus date of birth, correct? I'll simply apply this formula current year, that is 2022 minus whatever the date of year you are born. So using that formula, I will get n number of whatever, how many number of rows I have. Using that formula, I'm getting age. So now age field is nothing but what? Calculated field. So I myself manually created that field. Okay. So sometime we need to use this fields like calculated field to get some more detailed insights from our data. So let's say here in my orders I have profit and sales, but I don't have profit sales ratio. So let's create profit sales ratio using calculated field. So I'm going to create what? Another column called PS ratio using calculated field. So how can I use it? So you see this arrow, so you have to click on this, you have to click on create calculated field, and here this box will pop up. So after once this box will pop up, you have to write the title of your column. So my title will be what? Profit sales ratio. So I can write profit sales ratio or I can write PS ratio. It's one of the same. PS underscore ratio will be the better option, I guess. Okay, here I'm going to put what? Profit by sales. So I can do two things. Either I can drag it like this, profit, or I can write profit by myself. Okay. So once I write, the automatically pop up gets like hashtag profit. So which is already present in our data, that field name also going to pop me like this, like profit. See this hash profit is there. That's why it's showing me what hash indicate. Hash is nothing but what? Measures. If you see this error, the calculation contain error. Okay. If your formula is not correct, we are getting some error, then Tableau will show here you are facing some kind of error here. So correct your work. So now this is formula by sales. I am going to see what? Again, I just apply by, and again I see this error is popped up. Okay. Now I wanted to what? Drag sales. So I can even write sales or I can even drag it. It's totally up to you how you work and what's your way of working. Now profit by sales will give me what? PS ratio. Now new field is got created. Now how can you calculate, how can you find out which one is the natural original fields and which one is the calculated field which I have created? You see, when I created PS ratio, you see this equals to sign here. This means what? This equals to signs means what? This is nothing but my what? Calculated field column. But a lot of thing, maybe I wanted to see segment wise profit sales ratio, so I can see this. So which segment is giving me more profit per segment sales? Is consumer is giving me the higher PS ratio, the higher sales I'm getting and the higher profit I'm getting. How to create calculated field and why there is need to create calculated field, both the question is clear. So the very first question will be analyze, we have this called region wise sales rep performance. Second will be so you have to create calculated field for it. And one thing is clear, calculated field are created using existing column only. Okay. In just see office representative means what? Rep. Okay, rep is there in office supplies data set. Just import that data set, you will get insights what is rep and everything. Second will be just put labels, just make it clear. Just put maybe label. That's it. You could add the question basically. Okay. I think office supply. So go to text file and just import it. So see this rep is nothing but representative of that region. So in each region, I have three representative, Richard, Nick, and Susan. So I need to check region wise sales representative performance. Get the question? Okay, now I wanted to go to sheet number 3 and yeah, show me. So I don't have sales column, but instead of that, I have unit and unit price. So you know how to calculate sales using unit in and unit price. So it's like unit multiplication. One unit multiply with unit price will give me sales. You have to put sum of sales. So how can you create sum of sales? Just go to calculated field and put unit into unit price. And then you created a calculated field called sales. And now you wanted to see. So what was the question? Analyze the region-wise sales representative, right? So this is the way I'm getting. So from central, and I have representative, right? So I need to put representative somewhere. So this is the way you should be doing. So like in central, maybe Alex, Bill, Matthew, Morgan. So I need to, make it in a sorting. Let's sort it out. Okay. So you can see from central region, Matthew is giving me more sales. From east region, Susan is giving more sales. And from west region, I guess James and Thomas are head to head. They have a neck to neck competition. Then to currently James are giving me more sales. So this is what I was looking for. Or you can even put your region into filters. Instead of putting your rep into filter, you can put your region into filters and show filters. Now you're able to see the filters. Let's make it a single value drop down. Now if I wanted to just see the region central and who are the representative of central and which representative is going to give me more sales. Let's see east. So I'm finding out in west. Get this has to be like this. Okay, clear. I think calculated field is clear, how to create and why to create calculated field. So you should know basic, formulas for that. If I find out formulas, I'll share with you in classroom. Okay. The basic one which we use in general in data analytics industry. Okay. I'll find out those formulas. Currently, I'm not having it, but I'll find out and I'll post it. Okay. Okay. Clear. So yeah, that's all about calculated field. I hope it's clear. Let's remove it. Hmm. I can just, why it's taking too much time to remove. I don't want to work with it. Okay. Uh, okay, so today I am going to see what is blending. So we have been working with joins, right? We have seen joins. So you have like idea of what is left join, what is right join, what is outer and inner join. Getting it? So now
Yes.
what is blending? So why we use join to connect two or three data together using for joining we need to have any column like common column. This is like necessary thing. We need to have one a common column in both the tables, and then using that column together, using that column we what do we normal just join, just perform any join whatever the needed join, and start working on views. Okay. Okay. So see, if I, put airline one, so able to see I have a three columns, period, region, and revenue. Okay. So I have 2 years
Yes.
data, 2007, 15 and 2016. You can see I have only 12 rows and three fields. So it's like I've made myself this data and just showing you some purpose. And this is what region and the revenue of respective year, like from which region in 2015, how many revenue I'm getting. That's the information I have in airline one. So let's see what information I have in airline two. So I'm putting what airline two here. Again, same columns I have and 8 rows I have. Okay, year, region, and revenue. So what should I do? Should you can join these tables in two
If we
ways.
join,
That's a valid question. So in airline one, I'm having a data of region Africa, Asia, Australia from 2015 and 16. Okay, it's like I have a same columns. And in
yes,
airline two, again I have a data of Africa, Asia, Europe. Uh, Maybe those are the two different. By chance, I have created two different this thing. So I can create union using this because the data is same. Data not going to change differently. It's like I have revenue, I have region same, I have year same. But if I don't wanted to use union, I can join it. So how should I join it? Using region or using period or using revenue? So I have see this, the in airline one. Okay, we cannot join it. Can you tell me why? See the data again. Now I got the like some glitch. So I cannot able to join these two tables. I mean, I cannot union it together. In airline 2, I have year, region, and revenue. Okay, what I'm having here, region and revenue, and in airline one, I'm having period, region and revenue. The column names are different. So I cannot use union. So union is out of our box now. Let's so I can join it using this only. So I have only one option remaining. I can join it using relationships or maybe left join, right join, or how many types of join do we have? I can join this type of this two sheets together using join. So what do you think? Which join will be the best? And just don't tell me about the join. Just tell me which is the common column between two data sets. But if I
Okay.
if I if I join using region, let's say if I put here join, 1 second. So see here, I can't able to join it. So there is no relation. Why? If I put airline 2 here, I have year, region and revenue. If I join it using airline 1, now I can't able to find any relationship. So for that, I need to use joins. Okay, because I cannot find able to find out this thing relation. So I need to double click on table and just to make sure to uh, create join by myself, maybe region, or I need to find out region. So you know how to create a join using this methods join. You know which cell is which layer is this physical layer. So I went to how I went to physical layer. Having any
I
idea?
didn't. Yes, ma'am. I didn't got your question.
Okay. So I wanted to go into physical layer. So I wanted to perform join manually by myself. So I
Yes.
have put airline 1 here. So I need to, double click on it and then bring airline 2 in this physical layer and then
Yes.
just put maybe any join, perform any join. So which join should I put? In airline 1, I have 12 rows and in airline 2, I have 8 rows. So I can perform full outer or I can perform left, that will do. And here I need to select the this thing, select the like whichever the common column I have, I need to select that particular column. So region is a common between two. Now I've created a join. You able to see region here. This is revenue and I have what perform left join. Why? Because airline 1 contain 12 rows, whereas airline 2 contains only 8 rows. If I perform left joins, I'll end up getting every row of airline 1 and whatever the column between these two, I'll end up getting that. Okay. So I think like the each and every row I'll get from airline 2 and only uncommon rows of airline 1 I'm going to get. So I have performed this. So I have joined, created some join using left join. But can you able to tell me? Yes. Now my question is only region is enough to create some join. Do I just like the region column, the common column is enough for me to perform joins?
Common columns.
Okay, how can I join? Like, how can I work? Australia is a region, but I can have Australia data. Let's say you able to see here, this row is get attached. This two table got attached. But here the period is 2016 and here the year is 2015. Just because Australia is same, then they are what attaching to both the revenues. But is it like the data is correct or what? Why we need, why can, like, revenue is definitely not going to be same for each and every column, each row. Revenue will be continuous, right?
Yes.
So we cannot put something, maybe the name title is revenue same, but what about the content? So how can you join this? Okay, tell me this. If I have a data called name or maybe roll number, so and maybe let's say marks. So can you join? It's like a name, roll number, and marks. And another column is let's say English marks. Okay, let's make it neat and clean. Wait for a second. Okay, so I have one table name T1, and then column name is name of student and the roll number of student and marks, and which who is going to be the subject teacher ID. So maybe TID. Okay, that's the first column, and another T2 table to content TID. Okay, and the subject name, that's it, or maybe the salary of that particular table, particular teacher. These two tables I have. Okay, now if I wanted to join these two tables, so which column will be the best for me to join?
TID.
TID. So it should be unique, right? TID will be unique, right? Even if I have here name, common name is like column name is same like name. So the common column, using that common column, whenever you are attaching or you're, performing join, your column should be, unique. So do you think
Yes.
revenue is unique?
No.
So I should need any unique column, right? For that to join the table. Region is definitely unique. No doubt in it. So revenue is unique. Can I perform join using revenue? Is it even sensible? So you know the answer.
We can go for calculated field then.
Instead of getting into calculator field, we have this column called year and period, right? So if I merge the data like Australia 2015, if Australia 2015 is there, then I wanted to merge it, or else I don't want to merge it. Getting it? So I need to put, so have you heard about composite primary key before? Okay, if I don't have anything common between two tables, okay, so this was my table. So I was having something common called TID. Okay, so let's say I have a name, subject name, or maybe mail ID. This is not a perfect example to give you some information of composite primary key. Let's keep it another way. Okay, so see, suppose I have a data of employee ID, employee name, date of birth, salary, and maybe department, or maybe mail ID. Okay, and another table I have maybe or department name, department ID, and average salary of department, each department. Okay, even if I don't have a department ID here, or let's say I don't have this department name, or maybe the mail ID of the head of that particular department, maybe, and let's say date of birth of that department head. So this kind of data I have, and I wanted to merge it with this data. So I don't, what is the common column? So I know just department name here. Department name will be the unique, correct? using department, can I join these two tables together? Like I have 2 or 3 person working together in same department, let's say finance. I have A, candidate A, employee A working in department finance. B is also finance and C is also finance. I have this department name called finance, and whatever the ID, and who is the head of that particular department. Let's say A is the head of that particular department. So let's create it that way. So A is the head of department. His ID is none other than 100, and the salary he is consuming is maybe 42,000, and the mail ID will be a@gmail.com. Let's keep it that way. Okay, you'll get the information.com, and date of birth will be 15 something, let's say 12 and then 2020. Oh, make it 1995. That will do. Okay, keep it that way. Now I have a data of only total employee of my company, and I have another data of only those employee, VIP employee or managers, which are the head of particular department. Getting it? So here maybe I am end up getting A, B, and C, and department name of that particular these thing, or let's say department name is finance. I think maybe here you need to put E name to get some glimpse, or the department name is finance. That will do. A, and let's say finance, or let's say date of birth is nothing but 15/12 or 1995, and maybe the mail ID a@gmail.com. Okay, now you tell me, I have the same data. A finance, the date of birth of A and A @department. B finance, the date of birth of B and B @gmail.com. C finance, date of birth of C and AC @gmail.com. So which column, using which column should I use to join, to perform joins? Yeah, department name. So only department name, because if I join using only department name, I end up getting information of B and C also, right? Which is not present here. So again, a@gmail.com, email ID will be the unique this thing. Okay, suppose I don't have email ID, then
employee name.
okay, A, but I can have similar employee name. I end up getting two names of employee which have a similar name. Let's say Faizan Sheikh, and another employee is also Faizan Sheikh. Then what? Okay, department and date of birth together. So we need to combine two columns to form some uniqueness, right? So that's the way. If you are using two columns together to form some uniqueness, to form a primary key for that particular table, it is none other than called as composite primary key. So I need to combine what? Maybe maybe employee name with department finance, and maybe date of birth. So it should be a unique, or maybe employee name, department, or maybe mail ID. Correct? Getting it? So 3 columns together, I'm forming and creating what? Composite tree key. And using these 3 columns, this when I call this together, maybe employee name, department name, and now, so you have this idea, right? What is a composite key, and why we need? So here in our example, so two columns we are going to act as a unique column for us, act as a primary column. That is nothing but period and region, and from this table year and region. So from 2015, I may be getting an information of 2015 Australia, 2015 Australia. So it should be unique, right? So I need to add 2 columns together to form a composite primary key. So how can I add it? So you see here region and region. Region is already created. I need to find out now period from this table airline one, and here from This table called was airline 2. Now I form a relationship. Now you see, I'm only getting a information of 5 columns from what airline 2, because I have chose what left join. If I choose full outer join, then I'll end up getting information of each and every column. Now you see, I have a detailed information of 2015 Africa revenue of first airline and 2015 Africa revenue of second airline. Okay, I hope this thing is clear. What is composite key and how can we create composite key in this thing. So now I can, go to sheet number 2 and perform, or just add something, or maybe just region wise. Let's put region wise revenue. Okay. Put it year wise. Don't put region wise revenue. Let's put it year wise revenue. Okay, so let's keep it that way. So it's like revenue. I'm getting revenue of Africa is 2 lakh something, and Asia is something Australia. So I'm getting some information. You know how it's working, right? So now what? Okay, now what? Now what is blending? Okay, there are 2 methods. So the first method I have shown you using join and composite key. So you have to create your join by manually. You have to just dig down a bit and just perform a join. A lot of things are going on. So we have this option called blending. Okay. So what is blending? What do you think? What is blending? Have you heard? Okay. So blending is nothing but blending. 1 second. I have started the recording. Okay. Blending is nothing but data blending is a method for combining data from multiple sources. Okay. And data blending is what exactly brings in addition information from both the tables directly in view. So we don't need to do something here in data source. We directly need to go to sheet and perform our things. So it's going to blend our data set directly in what sheet. So I'm just removing this sheet. I don't want it to want this. Let's just. Okay, let's work with sheet number 4 first. So how can I use blinding? So now, okay, you have to put airline comparison B. So you have to put first sheet here. Okay, so I've put first sheet. So I don't need to do something here in this data source. So I need to click on this Tableau. You see this circle, you have to click here. Again, you need to import the same file. I'm doing the second data source. The same data source I'm used and import second time. Now I'm putting what airline 2 here. You see, I have airline 1. When I click on airline 1, and if I go to data source, then you will see the airline 1 sheet is picked. If I go to sheet number 4, and if I pick airline 2, the second data set is the below data set. And now if you go to data source, the airline 2 is what picked. This is how we blend it. Okay, now how we perform blending, how we use it. Okay, remember one thing, blending always do left join. If you wanted to perform left join, you know what is left join? We end up getting all the information of left table and the common information of right table. Okay, so you always remember blending is like by default. The entire process is done by internally by the process called blending. So this is what we are doing blending now, and blending is also a join. But it does not, before it create join, it runs those SQL query internally and make the level of detail exactly like the join. So we don't need to perform join, but it's doing internally query things. Okay. Now, blending always do left join. Now you tell me, airline 1 and airline 2. So which will be the left table? Which one? So the very first table you chose, that will be your left table. And the second table, if you choose, the second sheet, whatever the second sheet you are going to choose, that will act as a right tool. And always remember, blending always does what? Left join. So you end up getting all the information of airline 1, but only common information of airline 2. Getting it? So why I chose airline 1 sheet as my left table? Because airline 1 have 12 rows and airline 2 have 8 rows. So I want all 12 rows and common, whichever the common of airline 2. Getting it? That's why I put airline 1 into left and airline 2 into right. Okay. So first put
Mm.
first data set. First data set will be taking it considered as a left table and second as a right table. Okay. Now, simple thing. Let me just. I'll take just 5 more minutes more. Okay. So I have a this thing called T1 and T2. Okay. So I have a T1 and T2. If I perform inner join there, so I will get data of what? The common data of both the tables, right? If I perform
Yes.
uh, outer, so I'll get all the data from both the tables. If I perform left, so I'll get all the information of T2, T1, not T2. Yes. And if I perform right, then will I get the information of T1?
No.
Exactly. I hope this is clear. So I like it's a bit confusing. It seems very easy, but while explaining it's very difficult. So you need to ask. The interviewer will end up, throwing you question. What is the difference between blending and joins? Okay,
Okay.
that's why I'm showing you what is joins and what is blending. Okay, now you see this airline 1 and airline 2. So I need to, connect these two data sets. For that, you need to, first create one view. So let's say I wanted to find out, maybe my question will be, okay, region year wise revenue or something like that. So let's put something, just create random this thing. Let's put period here and I'll take it like this. So I'll getting in Africa 2015, what is the revenue, and 2016, what is the revenue. So I'm going to put revenue here. So I'll end up getting this revenues, the detail of this revenues. Okay, so I need to, link it, but I don't want this revenue data. I don't want airline 1 revenue. I wanted to pick this another revenue. So I'll just remove this and maybe just remove this. Okay, now what? Once the thing is cleared, now what? You see this blue color thing here, this blue symbol? It means what? We can ending with this two data set. Something is common, and this blue means what? Airline 1 will blend with airline 2. So you need to click on airline 2. You see this orange, a linked field, this emoji. So we can blend these two together using region. So I'll just making sure. Okay, one second. So it get connected using this. It automatically get blends. Huh? I haven't done anything. So region is all
Okay.
automatically get picked. Both the tables are automatically connected. Both are automatically blend. It's just that region is common. But do you think region is only column we need to use for blending? I also need to blend using column, right? You're right. So how can I create my manual or my custom made blending column? So how can I need to go to data. You have this option called edit blend relationship, and you have to click on customs, and your regions are there. So I need to add it, and I need to add maybe period and year of this column and press OK. Now see, I need to click on that and press OK. So you see, I created one relationship here. In both the table now, my tables are created, connected using region and year. Now I put join. I'll get information of only those regions which are available here. So let's put it region. Let's no, I don't want to put this region. I want common region. So I'll put region here. Okay. So I'm getting information, right? So maybe Africa, Asia, Australia, and Europe is a common between two columns, and I end up getting some insights from this data. How we use it? So once view is ready, you will see this blue symbol. which is comes in top of the table. So as soon as you know move your cursor to align 2, you will see orange link here front of
Yes.
region. Okay, this is nothing but what my tables are connected, and now I have created this here, which is what manually created. You see this indicator. I don't want to see this indicator. I want to get rid of this indicator. So I have to click on this, right click on this and hide indicator. Now this indicator is hidden. Okay. So in airline 2, I have created it this, but again, I can't able to see this. Or maybe I can put it here. Okay, now able to see this. Okay, so I'm getting information of Africa 2015 and 16. I think in 2015 I'm getting more sales, and in Asia 2015-16 I'm getting more sales in 2015. Same way, I think in 2015 majorly the year in which I'm getting more sales. Okay, that's that. Okay, put revenue in airline too. Okay, so I hope it's clear like what I'm doing and how blending work. So don't you think joining just blending is better than joining? Don't you think? You want outer join and right join or maybe inner join, nah, then you have to use joins. Okay, so, but we majorly work with blends data. So I just wanted to get the data of the common between two columns only, or like that way. So, or majorly you end up working with left join only. The major projects you're going to work, it has to be work with left join. So that's why they used left join majorly.